Well, let's see what today's assignment is. Create a screencast. A 3 to 5 minute screencast. The topic is going to be a web tour or scavenger hunt. Well, that'll be fun. Create a screencast navigating the World Wide Web, taking the audience to the items listed below. Let's see. My favorite website, an unusual photo, the future, an inspiration, and a surprise. I think I know where I can get all of these. It's going to be my favorite website, TED, www.ted.com. TED, ideas worth spreading. So what is TED? TED is a collection of presentations done by today's greatest thinkers in the area of technology, entertainment, and design. TED. TED. There are a lot of different ways to navigate. You can start just diving right in, but let me show you a little bit of how it's set up. You can look at themes, speakers, or actual presentations, or you can navigate and see how it's been sized by newest releases. So the larger items are the newest releases. You can also navigate by the most languages, the most emailed this week, what's got the biggest buzz this week, the most favorited of all time, and those rated as jaw-droppings in the areas persuasive, courageous, ingenious, fascinating, inspiring, beautiful, funny, and informative. Let's take a look at most favorited of all time. This is probably a good place for you to start your journey on TED. I'm going to find a couple of clips that fit the requirements.
When I listen to these incredible people here, I've been so inspired, so many incredible ideas, so many visions, and yet when I look at the environment outside, you see how resistant architecture is to change. You see how resistant it is to those very ideas. We can think them out, we can create incredible things, and yet at the end, it's so hard to change a wall. We applaud the well-mannered box, but to create a space that never existed is what interests me. To create something that has never been, a space that we've never entered except in our minds, in our spirits. And I think that's really what architecture is based on.
I have a big interest in education, and I think we all do. We have a huge vested interest in it, partly because it's education that's meant to take us into this future that we can't grasp. If you think of it, children starting school this year will be retiring in 2065. Nobody has a clue, despite all the expertise that's been on parade for the past 4 days, what the world will look like in 5 years' time. And yet we're meant to be educating them for it. So the unpredictability, I think, is extraordinary.
Woman, get busy. Just say that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get drunk up, percolate anything you want because it's oscillating if I don't take pity. Want to see you get life on the rhythm of my ride and my lyrics up about electricity. Girl, nobody can do you nothing because you don't know your destiny. No sexy ladies want war with us. You know they care with us, they not war with us. You know the club that...
Now, what's interesting about the frog works with basically any audio I choose to use.
Fredo, you're my older brother, and I love you. But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again. Ever.
Con te partirò, paesi che non